Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? This is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Praise God. It is a beautiful day. We're excited for each and every one that has come out this morning to celebrate our mayor for a day. We look forward to celebrating with each and every one of you. Look forward to seeing your faces. I started to say we don't see you but once a year, but I was sharing with one of the people that, many times I'm driving home, pass by the club, and, I see all the cars in the street and in the parking lot, and I'll call Pelagio, and I'll pull over, and I'll say, well, what's going on? And he said, well, we're doing so-and-so and so. Oh, okay, I just thought I'd stop by and say hello. And the next thing you know, he's saying, well, come on in. I said, no, it's kind of late. I mean, this is, you know how you all do. This is, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And he says, well, come on in just for a minute. So, I come in and, say hello and greet folks. Always have a great time. And then, well, sit down. Well, what do you mean, sit down? Yeah, we're getting ready to have dinner. Oh, no, come on, you got to sit down. And so I end up doing that. But I say all that just to say that I have a great time at the club. Always enjoy myself, being around the people, being around friends each and every year. Have come to know and establish a relationship with various mayors and others that have been here before. So again, for those of you that don't know me, Monroe Webster, I'm aide to the mayor. We welcome you here to City Hall. We're excited to have you each and every year. At this time, it is my privilege and my pleasure to introduce to you, now this is his first, official act in a mayor for a day capacity. We have a new chief of staff. I'm sure many of you remember Joe Gary. Joe Gary has retired, and we are blessed to have a new young man, a giant of a man. But he's a great guy. We're excited to be working with him. He was originally came from Congresswoman Estes' office and has done some things here in the city, and now is on the, the chief of staff for the mayor. It is my privilege, my pleasure to present to those of you that may know him, but many of you that don't, to introduce to you Mac DeMac. Let's say amen for him.
Thank you, Monroe. How lucky am I to have a friend and colleague like Monroe? Let's have a hand for Monroe. I'd like to recognize Chief Advisor to the Mayor, Mr. George D'Agostino, as well. All right. So, good morning, everybody. As Monroe so kindly introduced me, my name is Mac DeMac. I am the Honorable Mayor of Waterbury, Neil and O'Leary's Chief of Staff, and I'll tell you what, it's a great privilege and pleasure to join with you today. The mayor regrets not being able to join today, but I'll tell you what, we've got a great acting mayor, so I think the city's going to be just fine, right, Madam Mayor? So first and foremost, would like to thank the Honorable Cape Verdean Mayor of the day, Maria Tintone. We are so happy to have the opportunity we are so happy to have the opportunity and honor of having you here today, and Mayor O'Leary extends his thanks and welcome to you, as well as your husband Mark, your sons Marcus and Miles, and we're so pleased to be joined by your father, your brother, and so many dear family and friends. So welcome all. And sister, pardon me. So I'll also be remiss if I didn't recognize and thank Waterbury's finest, Waterbury's Police and Fire Department. I'm a little biased, but I do believe we have the best police and fire departments in the state. So thank you for those. So I do have a proclamation, but before I read it, I did want to say, in ancient times, the 10 islands that comprise Cape Verde were referred to as the Islands of the Blessed, or the Fortunate Isles. And when I look around this room and think of all the social, cultural, and economic contributions of Cape Verdean Americans, I can't help but think about how blessed the city of Waterbury is to have Maria as a member of our community. So thank you again, Maria, and with no further ado, whereas Maria Tintone was born to a working-class family in Waterbury, Connecticut. As the daughter of Cape Verdean immigrants, her parents, Caetano and Evelina, instilled in her a strong work ethic and a deep respect for the American way. And whereas Maria attended Slocum Elementary School and Holy Cross High, she attended Mattituck Community College, graduating with 2 Associate of Science degrees in Management and Marketing. And whereas in 1993, she joined the Yale New Haven Hospital family as an expediter in the Patient Finance and Admitting Services Department. Shortly thereafter, she was promoted to senior staff. She possessed and continues to possess a desire to do more, and with that in mind, she decided to go back to school. She enrolled in an accelerated program at Springfield College, and for the next 2 years, she commuted back and forth to Massachusetts on weekends while raising a family and working in the emergency department. And whereas, in 1996, she received a Bachelor of Science degree in Human Services, her director at Yale recognized her ambition and encouraged her to apply for the professional position of patient account representative in the outpatient division. She remains committed today, 25 years later, holding the position of clinical referral specialist at Yale's Smilow Cancer Hospital. Her longevity at Yale is no different than her commitment to her community. And whereas Maria resides in Waterbury with her husband Mark Anthony Yates and her 2 sons, Marcus and Miles, and whereas Maria stands here today representing her culture, and although she is not a native of Cabo Verde, she is forever proud to be a descendant of Cabo Verde. She fully embraces the Cape Verdean culture with her whole heart and soul. She fluently speaks the native language known as Creole, enjoying cooking Cape Verdean dishes, and most especially enjoys dancing to the melodic tunes of Cape Verdean music. Now therefore I, Neil M. O'Leary, Mayor of the City of Waterbury, do hereby proclaim October 19th, 2018, a special day of recognition for Maria L. Tintone, as we name her Waterbury's honorary Cape Verdean Mayor for the day. Madam Mayor, congratulations. Take a seat. I'd now like to welcome to the podium the Master of Ceremonies, Pelagio.
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the presence of our WPD officers, our representative and friend for many years now, Geraldo Reyes, all the dignitaries in here, including one who just walked in, and he is indeed the master of ceremonies of this morning. He got caught in some family business. He's here. So I'm going to cut myself a little short and present to you a Cape Verdean American born who can manage English, a little Portuguese, but more so the Cape Verdean Creole that we all speak. His name is Carlos de Souza. As you can see, Carlos is coming from a different place this morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. Not sure where you guys are in the program. All right. I wasn't expecting this, you know. Thought I was going to be late enough that I didn't have to come up here, but yeah. So at this time, if we could please rise. There's the American anthem. So we'll do the U.S. anthem. The flag is right behind me.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we won, was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets that glare, the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say doth that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now for the Cape Verdean national anthem. I think if we could just.
Can you look at the flag out there?
Lyrics are in the back. It's a fairly new anthem. So I'll let Mr. Pelagio lead us on this. You know, he has the voice.
Canta, irmão, canta, meu irmão, que a liberdade é hino e o homem é a certeza. Com dignidade em terra semente, no pó da ilha nua, no despenhadeiro da vida e esperança, é do tamanho do mar que nos abraça, sentinela de mares e ventos perseverante, entre estrelas e o Atlântico entoa o cântico da liberdade. Canta, irmão, canta, meu irmão, que a liberdade é hino e o homem a certeza. My voice.
All right. So
So our friend Monroe had a couple additional words he'd like to say, but he's actually at a funeral of our friend and neighbor's grandfather. Our friend Belinda Weaver's grandfather passed away, so if we could just take a moment of silence, just to remember her grandfather and the family. Thank you. And we'd like to welcome to the podium the Cape Verdean Club speaker.
So at this time, I would like to call on Ms. President Lydia Silva, who is second year in command at the Cape Verdean Social Club. She would like to say a few words on behalf of the Cape Verdean Social Club and the community.
Good morning, all. I would like to thank the City of Waterbury, the Fire Department, the Police Department for being here with us. have no words. Maria Tinton and Joey was our choice for the year. We voted. Maria won the vote. Sorry, Joey. So Maria's being a member of the club. To go back, the Cape Verdean Club, the Tinton's family was one of the founders. Both grandparents was one of the founders of the club. So the family is involved at the Cape Verdean Club for many, many years. And the beginning, before I even start working for the Cape Verdean Club, Maria and a few of the members that are here that I want to mention them because I don't want to miss any, they all work to put us to where we are today. I would like to thank everybody for coming. Maria, you were the chosen one today, so enjoy your day as a mayor of the day. As you can see, Maria's father, my compadre, that baptized my first daughter, he's right here. We are very close family. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy your day. Tomorrow, we will have the party at the club, dinner, dance. If you can stop by, you are welcome to stop by, and you all are invited. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the next segment. I know we have a couple state representatives. Actually, one, Mr. Reyes. So if you can. Mr. Reyes has been a friend of the community for a while now. I want to thank you, personally, and in part of the community for all you've helped us organize in the past. And wish you luck in the upcoming elections. Make sure you guys get out and vote. You know, we have problems voting at the club. We have problems voting out, in the regular votes. And it's time for us to make our voice heard. So let's hear for Mr. Reyes.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos. Thank you. It is my high honor to be here representing the state of Connecticut delegation. Senator Hartley had another obligation this morning, and she has the actual citation, so as soon as we get it, we will turn it over to its rightful owner. But she may be here in a little bit, but I know that she has another obligation. But I have a distinct honor of also presenting the award from of Mayor for the Day, 2018 Mayor for the Day. But before I actually present this, I like to say a few words about the Cape Verdean community. So you have a presence in Waterbury as a strong community, a giving community, a hardworking community, and your social club has been around for 83 years. And Mr. Sousa, you couldn't be any further from the truth. And it is high time that this community does engage itself politically and civically, because it's important that we're all part of that one big community that makes Waterbury great. And it's what makes Waterbury the great diverse city that it is. And I cannot be prouder of the Cape Verdean communities. I graduated from Crosby High School with Joey Tinton many years ago. We won't get into the years. But that was quite some time ago. And the Cape Verdean community has contributed so much to this city of Waterbury, the state of Connecticut, and our nation. And I'm proud to call the Cape Verdeans my friend. And if you can just stand up for 1 minute, please. Yes. Mm-hmm. On behalf of Congresswoman Elizabeth Esty, I want to present the certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Maria Luisa Tinton to celebrate your recognition of the Cape Verdean Mayor for the Day. Your work with patients at Yale and with the Cape Verdean Social Club has made you an active participant in bettering your community. The way in which you honor and celebrate your Cape Verdean culture and share it with others, including language, food, and music, is an inspiration to current and future generations. It is an honor to present this to you from the House of Representatives, dated the 19th of October, signed by the Honorable Congresswoman Elizabeth H. Esty. I would also like to thank Mr. Pelagio. The Cape Verdean community, I asked them to please bring music and bring more dance. And Mr. Pelagio, thank you very much for what you've done with the gathering. The Cape Verdean community has done a tremendous job, and we will continue to make it grow. So thank you very much, and we're very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. Delegation. So, Mr. Reyes, thank you and the city of Waterbury again. I'm glad to see almost a full house today. We've had one thing I always say when I get up here, and I want to continue to say it, is that if you look to your left and to your right, you notice that our community is a little bit on the older side. Not that we don't have the youngsters, but please carry this message out to the youngsters that they need to get involved. We have a front row that's beautiful right here, nice and young. I think they balance out Mr. Tintone over here. And it's very important that our youngsters get involved, not only in the community, but in the city, because Father Time, he has to do what he has to do. So sooner or later, our youngsters are gonna have to step up and take the front line in many, many different situations. So please carry this message out to your household, to your families. We all know you have kids, grandkids that need to get involved. So please, I continue to push this message. I try to do my best. Of course, family first. As you see, I got here late. I had a couple family commitments this morning, but every little bit helps. So if you can, whether it be 5 minutes, whether it be a half hour, please get the youth involved in the community, in the culture, because we need to keep this culture alive as well. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you guys the honoree of the day, the weekend. As you've heard, she's been a very instrumental part to the Cape Verdean community since Vine Street. She's done a lot, and I can tell you this, that she is a very, very family-oriented person. Hard worker, she's full of dedication, soul, and she can cook too, which is a good thing. So at this time, I would like to present to you guys the Cape Verdean Mayor of the Day, Maria Luisa Tintone.
Feeling a little emotional. Good morning. Mr. Mayor, staff, thank you. Good morning to my Cape Verdean brothers and sisters and my fellow Waterburyans. As you know, my name is Maria Tinto. I am a lifelong resident of Waterbury, born and raised in the North End, where I still reside, with my husband, Mark Yates. My children, Marcus Elgin Yates, Miles Gregory Yates. Marcus attends community college here in Waterbury, Naugatuck Valley Community College. Miles is a high honor student at Sacred Heart High School. I'm very proud of them. I also like to mention my siblings, Joe and Stephanie, who I remain very close to, as well as my nieces and nephews. And together with my siblings, we are setting examples as they were set for us to be involved in many traditions, events throughout the years, remembering the Cape Verdean Social Club where it originated on Vine Street. This is where it all began. Every member of this organization contributes, teaches, and mentors in such a fashion that empowers the sense of belonging. We are more than just a club. We are more than just club members. We are a family built on strong beliefs, passion, dedication, and love for our country. We are a strong establishment, and because the cultural bond stems from generation to generation, I am third generation in this organization. Both my grandfathers were originators, founders of the club. They came here, learned the language, and with English as a second language, worked tirelessly to build the club from the ground up. I am forever proud to be their descendants. Let us not forget there are several other founders of the club that we owe gratitude to. And their plaque we held on the walls of our club on North Main Street now. Very proud of. Then came the next generation. My father, who is here today, 88 years old, Mr. Caetano B. Tintone. And then there was my Uncle Francisco, who also held various offices in the club. They both held position of president for several years. Also mentors like Norman Quarry, José Conceição, Francisco Almeida, who is here today, my Uncle Peter Duarte, Charlie Gomes, Sylvester Duarte, José Duarte. All of these are family members that showed us the example and brought us to where we are today, 83 years later. These people spent most of their free time, whether it be cooking, cleaning, doing the books of the club, even if they had to take their children with them to the club. This is where it all began. This is where our socialization within our culture began. Even though we were off playing to the side as kids in the corner, somewhere crying for quarters to play the soccer table, or we were still in the loop for a lifetime, consciously and subconsciously, by the wayside. But we were there in that building. Let us not forget the Ladies Auxiliary Group, our mothers. They did their thing too. The late Hilda Gomes as president, my mother as vice president, Evelina Tintone, my godmother Maria Silva, Lydia Silva, Yolanda Corey, Maria Duarte, side, but we were there in that building. Let us not forget the Ladies Auxiliary Group, our mothers. They did their thing too. The late Hilda Gomes as president, my mother as vice president, Evelina Tintone, my godmother Maria Silva, Lydia Silva, Yolanda Corey, Maria Duarte, side, but we were there in that building. Let us not forget the ladies and honored today. But it's not all about me today. It's about all of you who started it all, and all of our children who we hope to make it better and better. And because of you all, I thank you. As a member of a club of my generation, I watched a very driven approach by my brother, José Barros Tintone, my cousins Manuel J. Silva, Horacio Silva, and Peter Duarte. These are names that have already been in the club. These are originators' names, and they've resurfaced. They took responsibility, again, holding offices such as president, and running all sorts of events, and just making things happen. They streamlined and effectively delivered and served while utilizing their educational background, their experience in finance, banking, managing. Thanks to their leadership, my good friend John Gomes, myself, and later on my sister Stephanie, felt a desire to join. We were joining in what looked like fun, not hard work. Yes, the girls joined the men's group, yet another milestone within our 80 years plus experience. After joining and observing, I held many roles, such as correspondence secretary, recording secretary, educational fund, and several years of financial secretary, and served on many committees. I became versed as financial secretary because like most of the membership, I had the best teacher in the bookkeeping world, because he cared, and he still cares about our welfare of our organization. And that teacher is Mr. José Conceição, best known to all of us as Tio Zé, to all. So glad to be a part of that group and become blessed with their knowledge. Today I stand here so proud. Almost 40 years later, proud of our president, existing president, Ms. Lydia Silva, and her team, and how hard they work. Now, originally when Lydia approached me, I thought, me? I don't deserve this. I had a few years of not totally dedicated. However, my heart is there, and she knows my heart is there. I've been there. I've had family obligations, taking care of my parents, raising a family, and you fall short. I give praise to Lydia and her team. They're all hardworking and committed, and they're keeping the doors open with the good food and the sparkle in their eyes. Those who patronize our great establishment. All I can say is make it your business, if you haven't, to be a part of our house, our second home. Whether it be stopping by for picnics, dances, or becoming a member. Don't make this a missed opportunity. It's a great place. One of our signature initiatives is healing communities, both here and abroad, which aim to improve the quality of life for Cape Verdeans everywhere. Whether it be an illness in our community, a serious accident, or a loss of a loved one, or bad weather or a mudslide back home in Cabo Verde. It affects us all. And we respond without hesitation to give the utmost support any time of the day. Talk about we the people. In order to form a more perfect union, we are that people. Mark always says, ever since he came into the family, he has said how lucky we are to have an unbelievable, strong support system, a great community. And he encourages me to instill it into my children. I am truly humbled to receive this honor of Cape Verdean Mayor of the Day, not as a personal achievement, but knowing that our rich cultural traditions are valued by the city communities in which we live and serve. So thank you so much for this honor. I didn't think I can get through this day. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you, the members, the hard workers. Thank you for the honor. The honor is ours. Thank you.
Almost there. Before we depart, I've noticed that State Senator John Hartley is here. If you can, I know she has a proclamation, and if you could give her 5 minutes of your time. She's also in the running for the state senate. Yeah. So she will be on the ballot too on November 6th. So please, let's give her some attention. I know she has a state proclamation, right? So.
It's just an honor to be here with my colleague and the mayor's office here in this beautiful city hall to celebrate the great ethnicity of the city of Waterbury. And so, yes, indeed, I do have a state proclamation. In fact, it's just hot off the press. So, and it's got that famous gold seal on it, Maria. But let me just say to the Cape Verdean population, you are such an important part of this city. Every day, in all that you do in this city, civically, in your communities, in your faith-based organizations, you enrich us and you make us a better place. And Maria is such an example of all that the Cape Verdean population stands for and all that they've done for the city. My colleague, Representative Reyes, informs me that the club is 83 years old. So you have some real history and roots in this city. And so we are so honored to be able to recognize that today. And Maria, I have to say that I always like seeing another lady around the table. So, Madam Mayor, we are so happy for this honor and your leadership for us today. And so, on behalf of the Connecticut General Assembly, under the signature of the Speaker of the House and the seal of the Secretary of the State, we, Representative Reyes and myself, present this official citation to our Mayor of the Day, and congratulate her on behalf of the entire state delegation. Congratulations, Maria.
Congratulations. Very well deserved. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And I think it is no secret that as we reflect on the strength of this city, the foundation of that strength lies with pillars of the community like yourself. So, Madam Mayor, thank you, and thank you all for coming, and welcome you to take part in continuing the celebration with some coffee, cake, and some good food, as I understand. So, thank you again.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
I think I owe an apology to our firefighters department. When I started speaking a while ago, I think I got kind of distracted by the arrival of Carlos. But thank you for being with us every year since we started this program. Thank you much.
And I noticed I also forgot yet another colleague, Project Liaison Ken Stanko. I apologize for not recognizing you earlier. So thank you, and welcome to the mayor's office as well.
Okay, now for the final closing remarks, I'd like to thank everybody once again on behalf of the Cape Verdean Social Club, Cape Verdean community. Thank you to the city of Waterbury, the police department, the fire department, all those involved. And I would like to extend an invitation to the 83rd anniversary dinner, which takes place tomorrow, 1181 North Main Street, 7 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome aboard. I know you got big shoes to fill, huh? Yeah. Yeah. So we do have some coffee and cake, so please help yourself. So how's the transition been?
Hi, how are you? Good to see you too.
Good. I usually work with try to get this involved. Yeah.
Carlos, good to see you, brother.
I never get love. I never get a shot.
No, that's, let me shut this off. Yeah, you're right. You're right. No.
So we really gotta talk to the administration here. Recognize our board of all.